I'm Dawn.
I'm Ellen.
I'm Georgette.
I'm Hillary.
I'm Julie.
I'm Kathleen.
I'm Matt.
I'm Randy.
I'm Smitty.
I'm Steve.
I'm Susan.
I'm Tom.
And you're watching Word of Mouth at the Tonys.
I love the Tonys. It was an exciting night. You got a little glimpse of each show. They did a musical number or a little play skit from all of the best shows. So it was like a glimpse at all of the different shows I didn't get to see and a great reminder of all the really, really cool shows that I got to see.
It was so exciting to be able to come here and see people in person whom I've seen on the stage and see them all dressed up and so excited that this was such an important part of their lives.
I think award shows are so exciting. I love seeing how everybody dresses. I love the acceptance speeches. And it was extra exciting to see what happens behind the scene during the commercials.
The whole experience, Whoopi Goldberg, the little vignettes, Mario Lopez doing the chorus line. I didn't get that. That was weird.
Whoopi, is great and keeps it going and all her silly stuff.
Well, you can't beat Whoopi Goldberg as Mary Poppins. I think that was a highlight for me. I think if I were a betting woman, I would have done pretty well this time. Patti LuPone, I mean, that was a given. And she just gave a wonderful acceptance speech.
She just never, ever disappoints. So even her acceptance speech was really funny, and I saw her in Evita 29 years ago, so it's really cool to see that.
And Boyd Gaines, I was very happy to see him get the Tony for his work as Herbie in Gypsy, because Herbie was never my favorite character, and he really brought a different dimension to it. I was glad to see that he was rewarded for it. The best part, though, was I didn't know they were going to start off with Lion King, and the Circle of Life makes me cry, and it was phenomenal when all the animals started coming down the aisles. It was breathtaking.
I really loved Lin-Manuel Miranda's acceptance speech because he just got up and free-flowed it, and that was awesome.
It was exciting to see In the Heights win. I haven't seen it yet, really want to see it. The buzz is so great about it, and it's a new American musical.
Jim Norton win for The Seafarer. Saw that show and I loved it, and I loved his performance.
August Osage County, I had some problems with the play, but I thought the performances were absolutely spectacular, and Deanna Dunnigan should have won and did win, and so that I'm really pleased about.
The biggest surprise was the number of awards that Boeing won.
For those of you who remember my review, I didn't give it such high marks, and Boeing came out with a lot of awards tonight.
I was actually happy to see Boeing win Best Revival because I really liked it a lot. I thought it was a really fun show.
I loved the guy from Boeing, Mark Rylance, in his speech, just hysterical. No one knew what he was talking about or what he was doing, but I haven't seen the show, but I understand he was staying true to his character in his acceptance speech.
I love South Pacific, and it just cleaned up.
Very surprised when Paulo Sciat won for Best Actor in the Musical. I thought that the night belonged to Lin-Manuel Miranda, which in a sense it did, because In the Heights won so much, but I fully expected him to win that particular award.
Liza Minnelli was my favorite part of the show, actually. No, the way Liza Minnelli pronounced Paulo Sciat's name, that was my favorite part of the show. I could have that on a loop going around and around and around, and that will entertain me for the entire coming year that I'm not doing reviews for Broadway.com word of mouth.
I was waiting all night to see the cast of Rent come back. I was disappointed that it was at the end, but it was great. But they didn't do enough.
The Rent performance was my favorite. I wanted a lot more than what I got, but I was happy to see the original cast, and Seasons of Love just touches me. It's phenomenal.
My very favorite Patrick Stewart didn't win, but I think that's part of the curse of that play. I don't think any man who was nominated for that role has ever won a Tony, and so that just carried on. So I was a little sad about that.
I don't think there were any big surprises. I kind of thought that Crybaby might get Best Choreography because the dancing was really the only thing in that show that I liked.
The surprises for me were the two winners for costume designs wearing the most horrible, ridiculous outfits I'd ever seen. Why do people who design costumes for other people not know how to dress themselves?
The show that I really wanted it to do better than it did was Passing Strange. I thought Passing Strange was the best musical on Broadway this year.
I thought the performance from Passing Strange was wonderful. I don't know very much about the show, and really made me want to run out and buy tickets.
The performance from Passing Strange, which I hadn't seen up to this point, and I thought it was really good. It's something that I want to go out and buy tickets to now.
Xanadu, I haven't seen. Totally ridiculous. Actually made me kind of want to go see it because I thought that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It was really fun to see the musical numbers of plays I didn't see, things I didn't go to, and now I have kind of a new list of things that I want to see that I didn't get to this year.